What's good, baby?
Has arrived.
It's finally
With
back.
it comes a
What's
bunch of
going
fun
down?
events in 2K22. This weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Deck Party. If you want double XP, Deck 15 is the place to be.
Let's get this going. Grinding out a new player. Whoop. Got the error code. What's good? Big error codes. Let's try this again. Where we at, man? Where we at? I guarantee here in a second, motherfuckers gonna hit me up. Hey, let's go to the park. On my big, you know the vibes, man. Shit, big nigga got down and do big things. Matter of fact, that's why I ought to do hit that Rick. I got my son with me up over here. You know. You ain't gonna say nothing? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's only 15 days left. Dang, son.
In recognition of Black History Month, over the next few weeks, 2KTV will be
After
retelling
this
stories
game, I'm gonna
who
let you
left
stream,
a
alright?
huge imprint on the civil rights movement from our Respect Your OGs series. Stay tuned for the first installment in this episode featuring Elgin Bailey.
February has arrived, and with it comes a bunch of fun events in 2K22. This weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Deck Party. If you want double XP, Deck 15 is the place to be. And in the city, it's boot camp. If your My Player is a 75 overall or under, this is the...
That's what you need to hit. You need to hit that boot camp.
We welcome you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, if you ain't 75, if you're 75 or under.
Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sport. Well, Fred VanVleet had a breakout season in the 2019-20 season. And Candace, he hasn't slowed down since.
He has not slowed down, and it was good to see.
They got me playing.
Pacers substitution.
I don't even know how to
At the
play
line
with
for Toronto, Pascal Siakam.
this. Pascal
Shooting one.
Siakam. I'm gonna run one part game too, alright? And then you can have it.
An incredibly improved player, Pascal Siakam scored just 4 points a game as a rookie, then 7 in his second year. But Siakam worked hard, becoming an all-star in year 4, almost scoring 23 per game.
Here's Guy, and it's all tied up.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Siakam against Craig. Siakam, the pass to Dragic. Clock at 6. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by MP. To the middle.
Please.
Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Toronto has possession. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
The pull-up. No good off the back of the rim. Indiana has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Back to McConnell. Pass to Craig. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Stevenson, no good. Toronto shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. And Candace, we've seen a lot of rules changed in basketball recently. What do you think's made the most difference?
I think the biggest difference, especially within the NBA and the WNBA, is the defensive 3 seconds. You know, and it really speeds up the game. It's important to be able to, you know, continue to stretch the defense, and you can't set your big in the lane. They have to come out. So I think that's made the biggest change in what we're seeing with the game being played as today.
NBA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Van Vliet. 14 points for him last game against Chicago.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success.
Boy, just cannot buy
Hey,
a
you
bucket,
saw
guys.
this
I
on
tell you what,
the
that's a
bench.
painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Guy no good. Toronto trailing. Here's Siakam. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Barnes against Craig. Pass to Stevenson. That shot missing. Birch with some nice D. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Siakam, the pass to Birch. Here's Van Vliet. Siakam with it. Shoots over McConnell. Tries to snap the cold streak. And scoring with a play inside is Birch.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The floater.
Oh, like I ain't fucking
He's now
about
2
the
of
game or
5 from the
something.
field.
One of
Bro,
the
I'm
things you got
tapping
to
X and
admire
shit.
and respect
God
about
damn,
him
give me
is
the
his
fucking
aggressiveness
ride.
at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Tipped away. The kick out to Dragic. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And that concludes a back and forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the Pacers. They're up by 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And with his team playing well on their home floor, Goran Dragic.
It's easier to play at home. You're playing in front.
Grant, there's nothing like home cooking.
That's the truth. But you got to be wary of those trap games. Like he said, you got to bring it no matter where you're playing.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Miles Turner out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's MP. Then there's TJ McConnell. And it's Duarte in at the shooting guard position. Here's Guy. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. It's so wonderful to see the growth of the WNBA, engaging new fans and sponsors. Candace, how does the league continue that ascent, do you think?
I think the WNBA has to continue to do things different. We are a different game than the NBA, and we can't always use the NBA's blueprint as ours. So I think we need to continue to push that and, you know, open up more doors for ourselves.
Good point. Back to McConnell. Pass to Duarte. The 3-ball. Pure from 3-point range. And the Pacers lead by 2. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Outside Barnes. Van Vliet outside. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Turner with a block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. The shot by Duarte, no good. That's tipped. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. For 3, Dragic sends it home from 3-point land. Dragic has gotten himself going with his first basket of the game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Karis LeVert has been on display. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even. Checked in for Trent. Van Vliet teams with Anunoby on the perimeter. Barnes is down low with Siakam. And it's Dragic in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Nice shot by Turner.
Tossing around that 250 lbs. Turner going right through the contact.
Warren against Barnes. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Dragic. Now here's Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Dragic. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Buries it from 3.
Ain't no fucking way I'm right
Van
there.
Vliet's got 12.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Turner finds MP. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Van Vliet outside. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Lamb against Anunoby. Turner passes to MP. Excellent D there from Siakam. Stolen by MP. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Barnes. And he gets it back. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Indiana's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Brogdon. He takes it in. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. There's the 3. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. With some changes. Birch, he's checked in for Siakam. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you.
How you doing, John?
Hey, all right. Thanks for sitting down with me, MP.
Hey, look, when Miss Handle, you know, it's been a lot. I feel like I'm starting to get it. And, of course, I have to learn new systems. You know, the NBA offenses and defenses, they're completely different. You know, I'm getting them.
Got time for any more?
Man, I actually got to run, John, but thanks for talking to me. Appreciate it.
You know what?
aboard the Concha Del Mar earned double.
That's exactly what that nigga got. That nigga about 5'4". Hell, my mind. Oh, well, look, they do whatever they do. None of them going, once I get that, like, once I get all the way up, man, they take care of my business up here in the wood.
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Live coverage of the DH.
Kevin, great to hear from you. And Anthony Davis often is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year and even MVP.
You always have priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. And for Los Angeles, the two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Bradley is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Oh, man, this must frustrate the defense. Westbrook makes the three look so effortless.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And, yes, it's good.
Oh, you see Bradley's toughness, able to finish through the contact.
Now here's Morant. Last game he had 28 points. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Count it. Good. Bradley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
And it's the rebound. Adams. Here's Concha. Adams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Westbrook gets to Ariza. Back to Westbrook. Lakers working the ball around now. James looking it over and finished off by LeBron.
All James needs is just a little room. You got to go over the pick every time, or else he's probably going to burn.
Knocks it loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Sir? I did. Are they in my room?
And this is year one of LeBron's two-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Here's Conchar. Ariza covering. And Davis sends it back.
See how the Browns led the league in swats. Not only the wingspan, but the awareness. Reading the game.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Just 5 on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Good.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive coverage.
Here's Westbrook. Count it. Westbrook's got 5. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Westbrook with the steal. Driving in. Oh, what a beautiful point.
He
uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
An outstanding defensive play. To earn the Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And a foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Russell Westbrook. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And that one's good, Morant.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Launches it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And finished off by Morant.
I mean, so creative with the ball in his hands. I mean, Morant is adept at creating offense for himself.
Here's Bradley, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. The Grizzlies trail by 3. It's Morant in the corner. Anderson against Anthony. Anderson dishes to Adams. Tries yet again. And it's laid up and in by Anderson.
The work ethic shining through right there. Kyle Anderson is someone that doesn't give up on plays.
There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Adams against Davis. Drops in the layup for 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Jordan in for Trevor Ariza. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for John Concho. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Now the Lakers on the break. Anthony leading the charge.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Knocked away. Stolen by Nunn. With the drive, basket counts. Nunn's got 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Knocked loose. Outside Bradley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. 8 points for him.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones looking for an opening. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Going inside. None, that's good.
And with the lead, I... like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off for this team.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
I mean, and you start with Anderson. What you see is what you get. A smart, unselfish player who leans into his strengths.
Here's Nunn. And another three for the Lakers.
They tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And so it's Los Angeles, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now, a chance to hear LeBron James expound on the...
More delicate than defense.
You know, Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Avery Bradley. Anthony is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Howard in at the center position. Nunn against Jones. Puts it up from 12. Again, Los Angeles.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. James comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Brandon Clark. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Jones. LeBron with the block.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You got to check your rear view mirror. He's relentless.
And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
He is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And so he hits the technical free throw. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. Lakers leading by 23. LeBron outside. Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Conchar. Here's Jackson. They shoot again, and Davis sends it back. There's the lob to the hoop, and Ariza with the stop.
Lengthy Ariza loves getting up on these type of plays. Timing right there on these alley-oop jams, that's just terrific.
That's tipped. Down low, and it's Davis finishing it off.
The timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down the alley-oop.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration. Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing in.
It's okay, hop down. I would go there where we didn't have a shoot foul.
Number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
And so he hits both.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity makes for some tough matchups.
Westbrook, no good. Grizzlies shooting 43% from the field. To the left side wing. Payne for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Bane's got 6.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Again, Los Angeles.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Stolen by Westbrook. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
These are the types of looks you want him taking.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Bane. Last game he had 13. Now the pass to Concho. From the top of the key, the Lakers with the rebound.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
And James throws it down hard.
James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit.
Jackson Jr.
He's certainly not lacking in creativity. Wow, Jackson has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Westbrook. There's... Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that one's good.
Look what I just did.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Westbrook.
Did you see that? showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Lakers. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Avery Bradley. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark's checked in. They get a hand on it. Jackson dishes to Morant. Bain inside the three-point line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Bain's got 8 points.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 10 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Morant. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Westbrook passes to Ariza. Nunn looking around. Jacks up a 3. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressiveness.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've seen Kendrick Nunn really having a great game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bain in a shooting guard. Here's Westbrook. He's still up. Wow, he is 9 of 10.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm. Chris, fitting, right, that Russell Westbrook began a charity called the Why Not Foundation. Because that sort of sums up his attitude on the court. Put a challenge in front of him, and he'll say, why not?
Yeah, he's always been fearless, and there's nothing he can't do on the court, period. And Russell's charity, you mentioned, the Why Not Foundation, does a lot of great work with young people in our at-risk communities.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection. And all the turnovers, guys, are hurting his team. I mean, he's continuing to just give the ball away.
And it's Bradley off the drive. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to Bain. Westbrook against Morant. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Outside Westbrook. From deep three-point range. They get it again. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Kyle Anderson comes in for John Crenshaw. Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Anderson against Ariza. Anderson with the ball. Lock at 6. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Oh, man. Now he's going to be walking a tight line. One more foul. His night is wrapped.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Here's Nunn. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Here's Anderson, and the rejection by James. And he drives in, and he elevates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Stolen by Nunn. Pass to LeBron. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
I like the intensity from James, using his speed to knife toward the rim.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in.
Brandon Clark.
And so it's Memphis with it. Right side Jones. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Melton's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Memphis. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's LeBron.
Oh! Got to be in awe, James. An offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Anderson passes to Tillman. Back to Anderson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Grizzlies have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. James, it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumpers. He's going to get to the bucket every time he can.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the 2nd half. Pass to Tillman.
Lakers foul. DeAndre.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
After 3 seasons at Michigan State, Xavier Tillman came to the NBA ready to make an impact.
Tremendous feel for the game. I mean, he knows where to be on both ends. He has all the makings of a quality two-way player.
Anderson against Anthony. Anderson can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And he gets the bucket.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Here's Jones. 5 points in the game. And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis is checked in for Jordan. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for LeBron. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Tillman. Conchar comes in for Anderson. And it's Bain in for DeAnthony Melton.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Dwight Howard. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Morant's checked in.
Well, what you do appreciate about Westbrook is how determined he is. I mean, he plays with such a contagious intensity.
Here's Bain. The teardrop falls in. Bain's at 13 points.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Well, you think a little bump is going to stop Russ? Man, come on. No way. Total focus on that basket.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight?
Westbrook kicks to 9. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Morant with it. Now Anthony defending. Back to Morant. The pass to Clark. And another basket for Memphis.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
And finished off by Westbrook.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, the vision, the ability to throw every type of pass. I mean, Morant's already reached an elite level as a playmaker.
Here's none. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a three-point attempt.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with LeBron on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. They've got Anthony. Rajon Rondo is out there with Malik Monk. And there's Davis, and it's Bazemore at the 3 spot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Over the course of AD's career, he's made a concerted effort to draw fouls. I mean, we've seen that free throw attempt number skyrocket.
And you look at the pathway to the NBA for young players, Chris, opportunities now to go pro at 16, 17 years of age. The landscape is... Certainly changing, isn't it?
Well, the NBA said they're going to take an active role, making sure these teams get the best coaching, training, and learning. And overall, I see more promise than problems.
Culver passes to Clark. Right wing. Now Culver. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Monk.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace, and you give him that ability to just rise up and shoot over you. And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot. And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Got a piece of it. And here's Culver. It's stolen by Rondo. Williams looking over the floor. It's stolen by Davis, and now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
This is Davis at his scariest. Impact defense and instant offense. That's a nice combination.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my